Ushio slice. There's no way it's dead for this though. This is way too easy. It's way too easy, man. Way too easy. Ushio got owned, man. And this was really good owned! Oh! This is like actual dead Ushio. Like the shadow is not gonna be able to fix this. Man, my god, Ushio actually died. Oh, look at that evil bastard! Holy shit, man. Oh my god. And he's just like, best girl is dead, man. Maybe? I am a little in denial of me, because, you know, it's anime. Maybe it's the classic evil strategy. What a crazy storyline, kid! He says, pretend laugh. What a silly storyline, yeah. But I feel that's pretty spot on, right? That he's that guy, and he's been there for since ever. And Haine, of course, was the first human to be turned into a shadow. The original Haine, yeah. But I don't like the thing is that they don't actually had all the content we haven't seen before. I spent later in the review part, but I'm not a big fan of that they actually had conversations that we didn't get to see. So they were solving a mystery that we couldn't solve. Well, actually, I mean, I kind of guessed it all along, but still, I guessed it easily. I guessed it for like 10 episodes, but still. I mean, it's a little bit like, you know, they have had conversations during these days that we haven't seen. Man, this storyline got even more complicated. I like to throw in the rock too. Yeah, this episode got really... He's like a shadow human hybrid grown thing. And remember the rock team with the aliens and the whale? And yeah, this episode was like... This episode went a lot, man. Yeah, they have like a space alien rock team, whales. You know, he's a Damphier. He's a shadow hybrid. And he... Oh, here we go. Finally! Yeah! Now his face is like, yeah, let's go, girl! Oh man, what a weird face on on him too. For some reason. Mila Ray Ushio comes in there with her hair slicer. Yeah, Ushio with her hair slicer abilities. Of course he can survive that, because he's like some weird thing. He's some... She's like, what does she do also here? Does the hair flip? She's way too proud of herself for killing someone. He's just like so openly now. Ha ha ha! I can show you my real face in the shadow now. Instead of having this four-eye thing. But when you think about it, it actually makes a lot of sense now. He has two bodies, yeah. Because he always had four eyes, right? That's just how it is, yeah. He always had, you know, four eyes in his normal shadow form, right, so to speak. In this, like, Hizuru shadow form. So when I think about it now, yeah, it's actually pretty obvious. It's really cool design, but think about it, yeah, that it all makes sense, right? He always had four eyes. So when she killed the other guy, that was only half his body, right? Yeah, because his real body is two humans. Yeah, like he's like two human shadow hybrids, right? So hurting his one body form didn't kill him. He had to like kill them both something. So hello everyone, time of course for Summertime Render episode 18, right? Getting into the nitty gritty end I feel now. Yeah, this episode I feel this episode here is gonna reveal some of the past, right? Maybe it's like Haine is a kid, right? Go back to who is the main character actually. I feel it's gonna be like 1,000 years ago we had this war or something, right? Probably. As I'm watching it, so 3, 2, 1, and go. So immediately it's like some kind of flashback or more so like a memory reminiscing, right? Yeah, like talking about this thing happened 1,000 years ago. Look at this like old painting kind of thing. Or was that veil maybe is it the shadow monster? I guess it could be like the... Yep, there we got the first shadow, right? First human shadow thing. And then of course it kills the original humans one, yeah, okay. He had the same hair as Haine, didn't she? The person in the past had the same hairstyle like her. Oh, very similar at least, I said so. Oh. I thought I was stuck there. No, my phone was like stuck. I was gonna have the phone opening here, and it's like stuck against the table for some reason. But I don't see anything. That's weird. I just had to charge my phone. Now I'm just looking here because TikTok was the video. Yes, I just uploaded Dan Manshai reaction, right? And then I had TikTok. I guess at the scene when she fed Belle her blood, right? But it wasn't like, you know how Dan Manshai is. It's just like an innuendos. Yeah, of course. I was like, what? But it's so weird on TikTok because they don't give you a mail or anything. You have to like look at your phone. You have to be on the phone to see why the video is removed or something, or to to send like complaints over there. It's very strange. But last time it happened to me with Vinland Saga, and then I got the video back. Yeah, the Vinland Saga video. But yeah, last so I uploaded TikTok, right, my Vinland Saga video, a clip of it, right, the reaction to the trailer, and that got removed. Yeah, my trailer reaction to Vinland Saga, they were like, oh, it's too much violence. I was like, yeah, in the anime. So that's what TikTok. Yeah, they were like, yeah, because I showed some anime clip with Vikings, you know, I guess, but they got it back after a few days. It's so strange. Whatever. Here we go, anime time. No, but I guess with Dalmanshai, they don't say why, right? But I guess the same thing. They're like, no, it's too sexy. Yeah, Dalmanshai is too pervy, you know. But if it's weird, so many other animes are definitely weird. It should Dalmanshai. But anyway, he feels like he's the papa, right? The big shadow. I said it several times. I feel he's just so weird, the Priska. Yeah, he's always like, oh yes, hello, boy. Yeah. We know each other, right? Yeah, I feel he's just so suspicious. He's always been uber suspicious. And I said that way back, right? I said like 10 episodes ago. But now I feel it's almost basically confirmed that he's at this point, more or less. Almost, yeah. Now, last episode, they clearly said that he was... They didn't say that specifically. What did he say again? I have to admit, last week it was a very bad week, so I have to admit a little bit, my memory's a little bit hazy last week, honestly. I have to admit, I probably should rewatch this episode a little bit, because I'm a little bit like, oh god, yeah. Now I remember of course the empty temple here, but that is true. Last episode I watched 10 minutes, then I had to take a break and so on. That's true. My eyes were so hurting, so I had to take a break. So that's on me. I should have rewatched this episode. I do of course remember what happened, but it's a little bit like, oh yeah. It's also so weird, man. It's also like, yeah, a game, man. And his voice, it sounds like he's also evil, man. Yeah, right. Yeah, he always has that kind of weird, you know. Yeah, that's right, boy. You know, he has a really evil voice, man. It always sounds like he's like an evil, you know, murderer or something. Always. Oh yeah, did I forget to? Oh, did I publish the evil? It's a part-time worker. I hope so. Or did I forget to do that? I forgot to do that. Good I checked. That was good I checked. Yeah, sometimes that's classic. You know, you make an anime video, whatever. Make a video, forget to publish it. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, that was good. That was good. Yeah. Sometimes I forget to publish the videos I make. Yeah, not that often, but sometimes, right? And you realize next day, like, oh yeah, it's like, oh yeah, I forgot to publish the video. Oh, sorry, but yeah, I had to check it out. That was. Yeah, they can copy humans. I like that none of them has drink the. Yeah, they're like very special meeting here. Yeah, no one is eating the food. And they're like, yes, that's how it works, eh, boy? Mm-hmm. Copies, eh? Man, why are they sitting in the dark too? This is so suspicious, man. Yeah, why are they sitting in the dark as well, right? Why is? I mean, I said it's hot in the summer. You know, it's of course. So it isn't that completely crazy. They've had a meeting in the dark, but it feels a little bit still that they're sitting there like both of them in the shadows. Here we go. To confront him. It's gonna be like, oh, I know who you are. Maybe. Yeah, it feels like he's like, oh, I remember back in the days. I don't remember when. But it also could be that the priest is, you know, yeah, someone else from the past, right? That's kind of how it feels. Now he's like, oh, you lived back then, right? Beyond the shadow, maybe? Oh, now it's like, oh, the shadows are coming from space. Now it's going like Marvel or something. Yeah, the symbiote something. They arrived in, okay, I see, yeah, okay. Yeah, exactly. It's like the symbiote in Spider-Man Taston. Yeah, the symbiote comes on the rock, right? Or actually, it comes on the on a spacecraft hit by a rock. Yeah, whatever. It's Ye-Ye-san. But yeah, now they're aliens. Okay, sure, why not? And that's how, yeah, we saw the whale earlier, right? Yeah, now they hit the whale, right? Exactly, and then the whale was affected by the shadows. Or got copied. Ah! There he... Looks a lot like Haine, right? Similar hairstyle. And this guy's like, yeah, I never heard about it before. He clearly knows his stuff. Yeah, come on, so always line. The guy's like, yeah, what an interesting storyline, eh, kid? Well, he's really basically telling him he knows what his line to him. Yeah, it's like, okay, here we go. Just gonna laugh at him. Yeah, the classic evil strategy. What a crazy storyline, kid! Yeah. He says, pretend laugh. What a silly storyline. Yeah. Here we go. Yeah, it's like, it's evidence, boy. Ooh. Yeah, look at the face, man. He knows he's there. Exactly, I told you guys, he was there, man. He knows he's, he got him, man. He was there all along. Exactly. Remember you from the beach, man. Yeah. I mean, they are standing each other at the beach in the opening, right? You know, big shadow boy, and yeah, they're. Oh, exactly. Yeah, you're too old to be. Yeah, you've been here too long. I mean, I kept saying it, right? Yeah, he's too old, man. He's been there too long, right? What's that? He's been there all along. So yeah, so OD Hyde, yeah. And then she's the OG Shadow, right? And Haine was created. Of course. Because, I mean, yeah. It was clearly Haine all along with the hair and so on. But she's in white hair though, but yeah, it was... Oh, and then she gets eaten by evil Haine. Yeah, but that was like... It was Haine all along, right? I said it, yeah, because they looked at Haine with hair and so on, but it was Haine all along, yeah. Of course. But this guy, I don't think he's a shadow in normal sense, no. Exactly, that's what I'm saying. He's not like a normal shadow, because he's been alive since then, and he's not weak against the shit, right? That's weird with him, though. Like, he doesn't have a normal weakness. He's something else, right? As I said earlier, he's something else. I feel the prediction's gonna be right in that. I mean, obviously, it's because of shadows, but I mean, he isn't just, you know, like, oh, he's a shadow, but he's more like, no, there's something... His power works differently for some reason. Yeah, so this was just earlier there? Yeah, yeah. Interesting now. Yeah, it's all coming. It really declines. All in. Yeah, based on the extra lines, interesting. But I feel that's pretty spot on, right? That he's that guy, and he's been there for since ever. And Haine, of course, was the first human to be turned into a shadow. The original Haine, yeah. And she was eaten. What happened in this? Oh yeah, she got the memory of her death there. Yeah, she's like figuring out, I guess. He killed me like that way. And his timing was too good, right? But I don't like the thing is that they don't actually had all the content we haven't seen before. I said later in the review part, but I'm not a big fan of that they actually had a conversation that we didn't get to see. So they were solving a mystery that we couldn't solve. Well, actually, I mean, I kind of guessed it all along, but still, I guessed it easily. I guessed it for like 10 episodes, but still, I mean, it's a little bit like, you know, they have had like conversations during these days that we haven't seen. You know, there are flashbacks of the conversation that they skipped over earlier, right? I don't want to follow that writing style where I feel like they should give us the information earlier, the viewer. We should already know this stuff. Some of this stuff we haven't exactly heard. We have heard half of it. A little bit. To some extent. I think that's a little bit, for me, it's a little silly. That means that the character has more information than we have. In a lot of ways. More of a, yeah. But what is he actually exactly then? It's like their cloned body. How does his power work, right? Yeah, like he's like, oh yeah, he's giving birth. You know, this is the next one. Yeah, it's like. So he's, yeah, so he. But how do you kill him then? He's like a human shadow hybrid thing. So how do you kill him, right? Yeah, how does his power actually work then, right? So here's his thing, and what does that mean? Like, how do you actually defeat him, right? You know, how do you? Because I mean, you saw him shooting in the shadow, right? And that didn't kill him. So, but I guess he still is a body, though. I mean, I suppose he still is a human. I mean, in the end of the day, right? You can probably just demolish his like human body form. With enough damage, I guess you can still destroy his human body, I guess. But he clearly doesn't have the shadow weakness, right? I think probably, yeah. Like you have to like destroy. You know, it's gonna explain how the clans. Makes sense though. He has the Magatama in his ceiling as well, right? So you can the symbol, yeah, the Magatama is also in his temple. And here we go, yeah, we're growing this perfect, you know. Man, this storyline got even more complicated. I like to throw in the rock too. Yeah, this episode got really. He's like a shadow human hybrid grown thing. And remember the rock thing with the aliens and the whale? And yeah, this episode was like. This episode went a lot, man. Yeah, they have like a space alien rock thing, whales. You know, he's a Damphier. He's a shadow hybrid, and he's like, it's like, they just went like ham, man. It was like everything is here, man. It's just like all of it, all of it. Man, Haine looks so smug, happy there at the baby there. Yeah, she looks so evil, man, but also this weird smugness. Okay, so now it's like an image of his body, like half his body is a shadow or something. Yeah, like what is he? Like half the hand was shadow, but the other half? Like he's literally 50% shadow? Yare yare! Oh, now he's going to see him. He said yare yare. No, now he's gonna fight, man. He was like yare yare! So now he's clearly going into a battle mode. But I mean, this guy's always been freaking evil since episode 1. He's so evil, all of it. This weird priest guy. There's always like, oh, big oppa, shotgun lady, what can you do here? Yeah, he's always a suspicious bastard. He was a weirdo since day one, Jesus Christ. He was the most obvious evil guy in this whole anime, I think, honestly. Like, he always looked so evil. But I think that you can kill him by just destroying his human body enough, right? Probably. I keep saying that, but I felt that they just explained how he's so powerful, and they haven't really explained. Like, he's have all these powers, but he isn't like a Damphier, you know, like a vampire, half human vampire. Now, I mean, of course, I don't mean literally, but I mean, he's kind of like that Blade character, right? Like, he's like, oh, this guy got both the human and the soul shadow powers. He's kind of like a Blade character, right? You know, he's half vampire, half human, so he can, because like Blade can be in the sun, you know, like he's a vampire that can go out in the sun, right? This feels very similar. He's like, oh, this guy, he can shoot the shadow. He's not weak against that stuff, and he can do this stuff, and like he has, you know, the combination of strength and weakness or whatever. Man, he's waiting for him to confront him. Ushio's getting pissed off. Yeah, he's waiting for the actual fight to start, honestly. Ah, here we go. Finally! Yeah! Now his face is like, yeah, let's go, girl! Oh man, what a weird face on Ushio, on him too. I mean, he's waiting for him to be like, yeah, let's try to kill me then, boy. Right? You're waiting for this to turn into like a weird fight now. That face, man, that was suddenly, yeah, you're waiting for it to be like, yeah. You shoot, Jesus Christ. It feels a little bit like you aimed at him for like what? 10 minutes now? You'd be like, just do something. I mean, it feels a little bit now like this is going on a little too long here. Yeah, they've been having this like stare at each other for 10 minutes now. Like, wow, it's so many weird faces. Episodes throwing in so many another weird face. He's biting his lips in a weird way. Yeah. Throwing in so many weird faces. But it feels so weird how he keeps like aiming at him, but he's clearly baiting them, but still though. Yeah, Ushio's like, do it! Do it already! Finally. He's gonna do something. He's clearly baiting now. He's keep being like, yeah, you wanna go? Humans, come on. Oh, here we go. His eyes are turning into black or something, or his pupil turning into black. Oh no, that's what he wanted. For some reason. Mila Ray Ushio goes in there with her hair slicer. Yeah, Ushio with her hair slicer abilities. Of course he can survive that, because he's like some weird thing. He's some weird human hybrid shadow thing. He can survive losing his head, right? Probably. I don't know, maybe he used to die from this. And Ushio's like, yeah, I did it! He used like slice his head. And Ushio's like, I did it! Actually, did I kill him? That's too easy, yeah. Yeah, she's like, wait a minute, did that work? I thought he was gonna fight for 10 minutes. I like her, she's basically like, yeah, you saw that? That was cool. And I was like, wait, actually, did I just kill him? Yeah, like she's surprised herself that it worked, right? She was like, that was too easy. He's actually wasn't immune to that or something. I think he can probably fake it though. If it's way too easy, right? This is way too easy that he would die from that. I mean, Ushio herself, now she's a shadow, right? She's an egg shadow or whatever. But she has survived way worse than that. She has survived dying several times. Right? She's like, what does she do also here? Does the hair flip? She's way too proud of herself for killing someone. She's just like, yeah, that's right, I did it. He's dead. Yeah. She's just like, wow, yeah. No, this is way too easy. Here goes like kunai flying or something. Exactly, it's another one, his shadow body. Oh, Ushio die or something? He stabbed with shadow. Who knows though, because she's also very, you know, not immortal, but she survived. Oh, he twists a spear in a shadow? Oh man, they're getting owned! Exactly, he was like, it's two of us or something. It's one, whoa! Ushio got really owned, that was very bloody, holy shit, man. Ushio dies! That totally was too easy, she was way too smug. There's two of them or something, I don't know, it's one shadow, one human body or something. They're hybrid in parts or something, Ushio dies or something. Well, they do have one more loop though. But this guy, is he weak against bullets? He shoots him, but this guy also might be... No, he's the shadow. Yeah, he can survive bullets, right? But he's the shadow... How does his power work, sir? You see, he's clearly two bodies. He's obviously always been the big baddie, always been that. As I predicted, right? He's, yeah, of course, I said it for 10 episodes at least. But... he does have the spear, I guess, in the opening. That is true. So that's the spear in the opening, right? But yeah, they're gonna have to redo this loop, right? So of course they're gonna... he's gonna have to save Ushio here or something. You're gonna have to save Shadow Ushio. Oh, a power vision here we get owned, man. But yeah, he has two bodies or something. Like, it was just too easy. She just sliced him and I was like, no, it can't be that easy. You can't just fight, you know, the ultimate shadow guy and just kill him in one attack. It doesn't make any sense, right? It's just, no, it doesn't make any sense. There was just no way that was gonna work, right? This is like a freaking power vision here. You can impale in a power vision. Man, this power vision is... This goddamn impaling is like freaking 5 minutes now. Holy shit, man, what a long... that's it. My god, this is one of the most slow death I've seen in my life. It's like a 5-minute death scene of him watching himself die from the spear. Oh my god. Now she comes with her babies, I guess. No, but they're gonna have to do our last loop, right? I mean, they both died. Unless Ushio, like, Purpa died because, you know, she's a shadow and she couldn't go with him. Maybe? She's throwing the babies, though, at them. So, I don't know what that's gonna do, though. Yeah, so there comes Sensei, he flies out, you know, next to her. Here goes the babies, right? Yeah, and here's the bullets flying and everything. Oh, he's gonna be in that phase now, of course. Yeah, he's like, this is my actual... Yeah, he's not gonna hide his... who he is, of course, anymore. And yeah, he's obviously dead this time. But yeah, can't go back without Ushio, without Beskul, right? But he did slice Beskul. Man, he looks so evil! He's like, ha 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 ha! Yeah! He's like, I can show you my real face now, used to be pure evil here. But now he's like forcing him to time loop, but is Ushio dead then? That's the question, right? Ushio is gone, right? But we already seen her die to Audi back when they saved them from Evil Sensei. Or Shadow Sensei, yeah. But Ushio is gone, right? Of course. Ushio is dead, man. But I feel a little bit. Yeah, and I was like, Audi? Ushio-san? Happy to best girl. Yeah. And Ushio is dead now, but... Yeah. Oh, yeah, and it's like bleeding and crying and... Oh, I'm just like a little bit, you know, I'm honest here, I don't think she's dead, you know what I mean? Like... I want an episode. But I'm just gonna be honest, right? I don't feel that sad because... Let's just frame it how it is, right? I mean, yeah, he owned them, right? He sliced up her soul, her shadow soul, and she died, right? In that sense, she got cut in two, right? She cut him first, then he had two bodies, so that didn't work, right? Or something. Maybe he can like create that body thing. Yeah, maybe he just had the power to. I wonder how that works, but anyway, man, yeah, she died, but you know, you watch some animes, right? And sometimes you start crying, and obviously that was a sad scene, but at the same time, I just feel like, but come on, Ushio's died like 4 times by now, right? You know what I mean? Ushio died, she got burned alive by him. They obviously have like a keep going. These two guys have killed each other a few times now, yeah. But you know what I mean? She burned and so on. And of course, this scene here was like, here she actually really got owned, right? They got sliced open, much more than previously. This was like the most fatal injury she's had. So maybe she's dead. But I still feel like, you know, yeah. It just feels like she's not dead, right? It's like, is this a sad scene? It was a shocking scene. Even though I did... I mean, I obviously expected him to kind of come back somehow, right? It was way too easy. She was way too smug, right? Ushio's weakness is that she's like a little too... You know, she was way too... yeah, like she was just like, oh, I did it. And, you know, yeah, it was way too easy, right? It was like, yeah, she was far too happy about it. Man, she was far too happy. Like, she lost, you know, her composure, so to speak, right? Her biggest weakness. But as well as she when he twisted that spearman, then you knew she was dead, man. When he did twist, right? Yeah, when he twisted it, like then you knew. Oh, and this is a great scene actually, because I see his body too. So yeah, when he like twisted her, like, yeah, he twisted, you know, her, and he like, and you see his body over here, bam, he goes in behind her, and he's like, dead woman, yeah. What a scene, surprising. But at the same time, not surprising, because again, I didn't think for a second that he actually was dead, right? When that was way too easy. He's like the super shadow hybrid guy, so that was way too easy. But I don't know, seriously, I'm a little bit right. It would be interesting. It might be one of the best animes ever if she actually dies. You know what I mean? And it can't save her. That would be like a really tragic death and so on, right? Like, because obviously she's already died in the first form, the human form has died and so on. But I keep saying it, right? I guess I'm in denial phase, right? But I just feel like, yeah, like, you know, that Ushio has died several times, right? Again, this is the most, like, death, right? He cut up her shadow, like, he sliced her shadow in two, so her body was like, so she this is like her biggest death so far. But it still feels like, you know, I keep saying it, right? The anime has time loops, and, you know, it feels like I don't buy it, you know? I just don't buy it, right? It just feels like maybe Shadow Ushio dies though, but he can somehow resurrect the basic Ushio, right? The non-Shadow, or something like that, and that might save them, or they're gonna merge or something. I just don't buy it, okay? I'm just gonna be honest, right? I don't buy it she's dead, right? This is what it is. It's a tragic episode, but I just can't accept that she's dead on face value. Maybe called denial, but in this anime, no. There's so many characters who died, right? But certainly, though, when he did slice her, it felt way more dramatic than the previous death scenes, right? For example, with Grandpa or something. Because when Grandpa gets shot, right, we all know they can save him with the time loop, right? But when Ushio's shadow, you know, Ushio's shadow, egg team, whatever she actually is, right? But she got sliced, you know that, okay, shit, man, like, time looping here doesn't really work because she has to travel with him, right? So we knew that it was more dramatic than just, like, you know, the previous like Grandpa or Sensei getting shot, right? But this was actually more of a death scene. But still, you know, I'm just like, I'm just not buying it in the end, right? Tragic scene, but I'm not buying. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm not buying it. You know? I do like this scene though. It's just like so openly now. Ha ha ha! I can show you my real face in the shadow now. Instead of having this four-eye thing. But when you think about it, it actually makes a lot of sense now. He has two bodies, yeah. Because he always had 4 eyes, right? that's just how it is. Yeah, he always had, you know, 4 eyes in his normal shadow form, right, so to speak, in this like Huber shadow form. So when I think about it now, yeah, it's actually pretty obvious. It's really cool design, but think about it, yeah, that it all makes sense, right? He always had 4 eyes. So when she killed the other guy, that was only half his body, right? Yeah, because his real body is 2 humans. Yeah, like he's like 2 human shadow hybrids, right? So hurting his one body form didn't kill him. He had to like kill them both something. That's of course what it means. When I see that now, I'm like, oh yeah, of course. It makes so much sense, right? Because this is his normal, this is like his form now, right? Without how he looks in the optics level, right? He has 4 eyes, right? So now when I think that, yeah, now I'm thinking about it, that was like a warning for them all the time, that he always had 4 eyes. He always was 2 humans or whatever, 2 human shadows, hybrid fused or whatever. He's always like a fusion of 2 people. Like, yeah, his 4 eyes always told them that. So Ushio should have. It's easy to be in hindsight. In hindsight, yeah, Jesus Christ. It's actually kind of, yeah, he always had 2 bodies, sort of. The opening scene definitely points to this death scene, right? Because he has a spear, right? He has that spear that he used it. That's like his personal weapon or whatever, right? Yeah, that's his actual like favorite weapon or something. Because he's his old, you know, 1,000-year-old shadow clone, shadow hybrid, the original form, whatever. Haine was eaten by the shadow shark thing. But anyway, yeah, talk about it briefly. That backstory, I mean, it was obviously Haine coming in. I said immediately, I said Haine with the hair and so on, right? I was like, is that how it started then? The real Haine got eaten by the whale something? No, the whale cloned Haine and then it ate her. And I guess the face looked kind of like a whale or like a fish face, right? When she ate Haine, because she had been like some kind of, you know, yeah, aquatic stuff before, right? But it certainly gave us a little bit. It reminded me of stuff like Spider-Man or generally Marvel, right? Where it's like, here comes an alien asteroid, and that asteroid has powers on it, because that is a storyline basically in some of the Venom storylines, right? In the original Spider-Man Venom, he gets the symbiote in Secret Wars, whatever it's called, yeah, Secret Wars, right, in space. So he's in space actually Spider-Man, but in the kind of some other, you know, in the TV show and some other reversions and blah blah and so on, right? The Venom symbiote actually comes from like an asteroid or whatever, right? So they kind of rewritten that almost more or less, right, in most of the storylines by now. And yeah, kind of this alien asteroid that comes some, you know, evil alien life forms or something and clone people. So that kind of, I mean, it works. I mean, that's not the biggest deal, right? Instead of actually being like a magical mystery, they're actually aliens. Yeah, whatever. Doesn't really matter so much. But he was there from the beginning, right? But yeah, I'm still a little bit like, is she dead? I'm just like, I have a hard time seeing Ushio as dead, right? The real Ushio thing. In the end of the day, let me say this, right? I can expect some people to actually die. And I do kind of hope that some people do die, right? I think it'd be kind of silly if they all survive this, you know, horror thing, right? And everyone is fine. I wouldn't like that, but I would expect someone like, you know, like Grandpa to die, right? Or maybe like Sensei would die or something like that she might sacrifice herself to save them. That's what I would imagine. I have a very hard time seeing that Ushio is gonna be, you know, like the epilogue, which is like, you know, a mother with like 4 kids or whatever, you know, or something like that. Yeah, that's just a hard time seeing that they're not gonna survive this, get married, get kids, right? I have a very, very hard time seeing that the 2 main characters aren't gonna get together in the end, right? So I really don't think she's dead. Let's be honest, yeah, Ushio dies, but probably not permanently. But she did probably die. But again, I guess I mentioned earlier, maybe her shadow is dead, though, right? And this can somehow fix her other body. But maybe the shadow is gone, right? But if they kind of merge those two together or something, yeah, something like that. But whatever, guys, please subscribe, like button. What do you guys think? Is Ushio dead? That was a tragic scene, man. As I said earlier, right? You know that, yeah, time looping to save her wouldn't actually work. I mean, maybe it would have worked. That's. I mean, I said immediately, I was like, oh, it's gonna work now, and maybe not, because she can't go with him because she was like being destroyed during the time loop or something. Like it wasn't like it feels a little bit. I mean, maybe we've seen her previously come with him, but this time she was so like damaged when it's happening. So who knows, right? I mean, I'm in denial. I don't know. I don't know, guys. Anyway, guys, have a great day, and I'll see you. Yeah, there's no manga this week, right? So there's no One Piece today, and there's no Backdoor tomorrow, and so on. So, anyway, so you guys have a great day.